started over 11 years ago, and it first started out with winter clothing. But I did all this as a traveling free store, and I just had a Honda Accord when I started out. And I would throw a mattress up on top, the foam one, because I had one of them sky roofs, so nothing, and I had the furniture up on top of that. For 8 years, I just felt like if God was going to put me into a building, but I didn't have any money. So I was just waiting for a building to appear. And of course everybody laughed at me and said it's not going to happen. I said it was going to happen before my 60th birthday. And in December, before my 60th birthday in the following year, I was offered this building. And I moved in the building in April, and I turned 60 in July. I believe that God uses what we have and who we are. And I think He knew that I understood what it was as a mom with children, not being able to give to them what they needed or what I felt they needed. I raised 6 children, and both of us worked, but you know, we didn't make that much, and so we always made too much to get any government help. And I can remember the nights that I would cry. You know, all the kids needed shoes, or they all had to have their winter coats, or Christmas came up, and we would never qualify to get help. And so I had to use ingenuity, how to figure out how can I get something in for all the kids. And to think if I could have brought my kids into something like this, where there is no strings attached, no one feels less than when they come through these doors. It's not an agency for the poor. It's just us helping each other. Acts of kindness and acts of love is like a snowball. It just rolls and it keeps gathering and gathering. And if you just keep trying, that snowball will eventually, it will make its way around. And by the time it comes back, because you can't outgive God, so by the time that snowball comes back, it's huge that we've been blessed with. And we have never can say we have ran without and had nothing. We've thought in here, boy, we need this. And the next time the store is open, we'll have a huge blessing of it. You know, we're just blessed and overblessed by the community. I'm gonna tell you, my youth volunteers are awesome. They are workers. All the volunteers are. Couldn't do it without. So people just bring in. So today we've probably had 30 loads. Not counting how many loads went to the storage shed of furniture. And then this room here is what we call a blessing closet. And it is all taxable items. Could be over-the-counter medicines, personal hygiene, diapers, cleaning supplies, all that. We have a children's room that has got clothing and toys and books. We have adult clothing. In the winter, we'll be putting out winter coats. We'll have all kinds of winter outer gear also. We also have houseware. We also have first aid products, all kinds of pots and pans, furniture. We have linens. We have lingerie, men's underwear. We have children's. We have books. We have craft supplies, heaters, tents for the homeless, sleeping bags for the homeless, medical supplies, school supplies from when school starts. We try to gather that up. We also, Christmas, we will be looking at somewhere between probably anywhere from 150 to 200 children this year that we'll be giving. We try to give at least 5 to 7 toys. We also keep a running list for jobs. I try to find out which ones will hire those who have felonies and non-violent felony, and so that when they go for the job, they don't have to worry. Cleaning supplies, baby equipment, dog food, cat food. We've had everything from toilets to hand out, to kitchen sinks, to refrigerators, stoves, where landlords will bring them in. As it comes in, we go through a book that we have that's called our needs book, and it's for requests. And as we get the requests, we write them down, their name and their phone number. As the things come in, we run down the list, and I call them and set up a time for pickup so that they can come and pick their stuff up.
Coming up, people might want a vase or something to decorate with. And it's all walks of life. I don't care if you're rich or poor. You'd be surprised. It's be surprised. Somebody donated a light bulb. There was a lady that volunteered here before, and her son was friends with my grandson. And she asked me one time, she said, would you like to volunteer at the free store? And I said, what's the free store? Because I didn't know either, I've lived here a long time. And she told me about it, and I said, well, sure. So I came down, and I was hooked on God.
Oh, I've been eloquent.
What do I think about her? She's truthful. She is a hand of God. She is a believer. And she doesn't justify anything that she does because she doesn't need justification because God gave it to her. She's so silly. If anybody deserves a crown of glory, it's her.
It's a good feeling to know that, you know, that you're part of something. And everybody loves a hug. Everybody wants to hear they're needed and wanted. People act better when you love them. Sometimes love, God's love, will always change things. And we've seen that happen in this story. So I would like to think, now I'm getting older, I would like to think when I'm gone that I won't be remembered, but that the act of giving and helping one another will blossom into something huge. That's it.